Hi, I'm going to show off my end user programmable to-dos app that uses the Afterburner technique to allow the end user programming. So I've got a kind of very straightforward, simple to-do app here. You can add things and check them on and off and things like that. But like I say, the interesting thing about it is that it's user programmable. So I'll add a new to-do here, and this one will color all completed items green. So at the moment they're only just struck through, but this will make them go green when they're completed. So I add some JavaScript code, and this function runs and basically just finds all the completed to-dos and colors them green. So that's fairly straightforward. Now I'm going to add another to-do that is also a program, and it's going to just say, oh, when it's sunny, then go for a walk, or if it's cloudy, then read a book. And I can just add this as a normal to-do, no programming at all like that, and that's fine. But it would be nicer if it actually looked up the weather for me and then told me what I should do given the weather. So I'll add some code here that will look up the weather from the government weather API. And then I've also added in a nice little UI, that get weather button in the top right, that lets me interact with this new little program that I've written. So it's kind of a UI is built right in, so you can see it's cloudy, so I should read a book. And like I say, this will be dynamically updating, dependent on whatever the weather is. So that's a second one. And then the final one that I'll show is maybe a slightly larger change to the app. When I have to-dos, then I have my to-dos and they're great, but I often want to kind of keep some high-level notes around my to-dos that are about longer term stuff, so maybe my goals for the year. So I'm going to add a new to-do here that will put a note section just at the top of the app. So I'll again just hack it as normal, add a function, very little code, just adds a little text area, and now you can see I've got a text area that I can type into, and whatever I type in there is persisted, which is really, really nice. But it doesn't feel quite right amongst the to-dos. It's kind of bigger, and so I'm actually going to target a different part of the app for it to be rendered to. So I can choose a different target, and I choose that top header bit, and then now my goals are at the top, where it feels like a nicer place to put them. So how does all this work? Well, it's basically just a React app, and the React app is almost completely unaware of the Afterburner scripts that are running. And so what happens is component renders, and then if there's a script to go with that component, then it will be run, and then the output will be essentially plugged straight into the DOM node that represents that component. Thanks so much for watching.